What really happened to Butch Cassidy? According to the theory and the story as told by historians, he was killed by two soldiers and a sheriff in Bolivia. Butch Cassidy was one of the few intelligent criminals, and I have a real problem believing that Butch Cassidy died there. Even Sundance. Butch Cassidy always had plans A, B, C, and even D if he felt he might need it. I don't see himself being trapped in a room while sending a friend that owned the house to get supplies. He wasn't that stupid. Far from it. And then there's other stories from multiple people who said they saw Butch many years after 1908. People would ask them, "Are you sure it was Butch?" And they would say, at first I had my doubts because he has changed some. But then they would say, there's still enough of the old Butch for me to know absolutely that it was Butch Cassidy. And there was numerous people that said that. His girlfriend before 1908 appeared to wait for him, and when he got back and found out it was safe, he appeared to pick her up and they started a life together. I can't wrap my mind around that he would have been trapped in a room like that. Now, they had some partners there that were also Yankees. Perhaps two of them got killed, and then the friend of Butch Cassidy, which he had many, many friends. They said he was a very likable person. Would have said, yeah, that's Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid, which would have got the law off their back. And then when he felt some years later that it was safe, or at least safer, he come back. The most compelling evidence to me that Butch lived was his sister, who said she kept seeing him from 1921 to 1931, and when people asked if she was sure, she got very offended. She said, "I know my brother, and I know absolutely it was him." Now, interestingly enough, she did not believe this Phillips man was Butch Cassidy. She believed that this other guy was Butch Cassidy. And one day, a baby was being born to the family, and there was a bunch of people there. The old timers and the sister knew it was Butch Cassidy, but when some of the newer ones that never saw him asked the sister, "Who is the man?" she swore them to secrecy and said, "It's my brother, Butch Cassidy." So I mean that makes for a pretty compelling case when close family members identify you. She would have no reason to say that. As a matter of fact, she would have more reason not to say that. And then one final piece of evidence. At the place he always wanted to be buried, there was a body there. They found human bones, but apparently the body was dug up sometimes later and buried elsewhere. But there was a proven fact there was somebody buried there, and really the only person that would be buried there would be the man that asked to be buried there his whole life, and that man is Butch Cassidy. There's a lot more sightings on the Sundance Kid too. Not near as many as there was of Butch. Butch was extremely loyal. Not only did he never kill a man, he shot at the horses, never at the riders, but he also had an extreme loyalty to friends. And I believe if he didn't get trapped, he also did not allow Sundance to get trapped. The sightings of Sundance are a lot rarer. His sweetheart, Miss Etta Place, came back from South America in 1906 and disappeared from the history books. It would be real perfect for him to come back, possibly marry her. According to the eyewitnesses, he took her last name. And like I said, she disappeared from history, which means any husband she had would have also disappeared. Anyway, I welcome everybody's opinion. Most of these outlaws that people claim to survive, there's really no evidence. But as you can see, there's many pieces of evidence on Butch Cassidy surviving. Let me know what you think in the comments section, and I'll see you with the next video. Thank you.